Hey Cancer, so glad you're here. Welcome to you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull an oracle card as the theme for your reading, so that will set the tone for this reading today. And this is gonna apply for the next 4 weeks from whenever you're watching this. Okay. Oh, interesting, I've never pulled this card before. Never seen this card before, so we're gonna look at it together. It's called Earthworm. Okay, and it says Clarity, Rumination. I like that. I don't know what I was expecting here, but I was just kind of like meditating on your energy a little bit before this, and it just, yeah, there was a kind of like crisp, it's like crisp. There's something crisp to the energy for you. But the word that's really sticking out right now is clarity. So I feel like you're gonna get some clarity about something you've been ruminating on for probably either a little bit now, or depending on when this reading finds you in your timeline, something that you're ruminating on over the next four weeks then becomes clear, and you get this sort of like spark of clarity. That's what I'm hearing. Like it's like a spark. I really like this. And there's something around, they're showing me the image of like the earthworm now being in the rain. That's what Spirit's showing me. And like how the earthworm actually kind of, and I don't know if this is true, like I'm not like, you know, a worm expert or something, but like what's coming through from Spirit is like something about the earthworm thrives in the rain and thrives actually in the storm or in the rain clouds, like when it's raining, because that's when you normally see like the worms kind of, you know, the earthworms are like everywhere on the sidewalk and out in the yard. And so there's something here around like even through all of this sort of cloudiness, the inability to see through the proverbial storm, it feels like for you, this comes in as a moment of clarity, even if I'm getting the sense that even the, yes, part of the, like, I don't know, rainstorm is partially coming into your zone, but it feels like this also feels very collective or like outside of you too. This doesn't even feel necessarily like this is all yours. And there's something here where you, I mean, you're Cancer, you like thrive in water. So, right. And I'm a Cancer moon. So like, I'm right here with you. Like, okay. But it's something around like, this is a moment where like you thrive and you come up through sort of the earth and you like kind of come out into the world, and there's something very clear. And again, I keep hearing this word like crisp and fresh, but there's something like fresh and new here. There's just like some winds of change of some sort coming through. So I really like this energy. Is there anything else? Yeah, it's interesting. I can tell this is your reading because this is coming through as the moon. I don't know if you see this like little circle here. That's coming through as the moon. And so, which is fine because that's your ruling luminary. So that makes sense to me. But there's something around, yeah, something coming to light or becoming clear through that process, which is interesting. Yeah, there's just an energy of you thriving in the darkness here, thriving in the rainstorm. And I'm not catching this as a bad rainstorm either, so let me be clear. Like the rainstorm I'm seeing is like the one you'd probably want to put on, you know, your like rain boots, and you know, take, I'm almost seeing like the Morton Salt girl. The like umbrella and the rain boots. It's kind of like that rain. Okay, so that's kind of the energy. It's almost like a good thing here. I don't know. It just feels, something feels a bit like nourishing in this. Okay, and I think it's something you've been contemplating, and then it feels like the rain is like, again, just like with plants, is giving it that moisture and that literal water of life for it to be able to grow. So something here feels really fertile and nutritive. Okay, so it seems like we're going to be talking about whatever this clarity is, and like whatever the rainstorm is, and you know, kind of that energy that you're going through, and how you're moving through this moon energy and out of into some version of clarity and how this like relates to you. So this is the vibe check for the beginning. Hopefully that resonates with you. If so, just keep on watching. We're gonna go right into the cards. If not, that's totally fine too. We have all of the signs within us. So if you want to check out one of the other readings I have posted and maybe that vibes with you more, totally fine as well. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead right into this message. I feel like there's some sort of, it feels like, again, I don't know how else to say it, but it's a little bit of a breakthrough energy. Again, it's just like clarity. It just feels really like, almost like your head's coming above the ground, right? That's kind of the energy that's coming through here. So, all right, so we're gonna get right into that. Cancer, we're gonna go right into the cards. I'll see you in a moment. Okay. Cancer, so again, I'm really liking this energy. I don't I don't fully understand why, but I really like it. So all right, we're gonna go into what's going well for you over the next 4 weeks here. It's like, yeah, I don't know, this is something that could be confusing to others, or could be, maybe there are parts that still are to you, but it's almost like there's almost like this, you have this like natural understanding of what to do during this time. Even if you don't like mentally or consciously understand it, it's like your body, or you just have, it's like the same thing with the worms in the rain. You're like, where are they going? But they just know where they're going. You know what I mean? It's almost the same. It's like, you may not have like a full sense of this on any sort of like mind level, but it's like you kind of just know. Again, you're almost being like directed and guided by the moon here, and you just know where to go and where to direct yourself. There's sort of a like Earth's magnetism here. Again, the moon is very magnetic, and so again, it feels like that. There's something really interesting about that. Yeah, and this like crystal's coming through as like a moonstone to me right now. It's also coming through as like a quartz. So that could be something. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's what I was just saying. King of Swords in reverse. It's like not even on the mind level necessarily. It may not even make sense to you in your outside or in your outside world, because the kings of tarot represent like the external landscape, whereas the queens represent like internal. So like inner whatever, with whatever's happening inside of you. And so yeah, it's like you may not even understand what's going on outside of you. There may be like some muddiness, some I'm hearing messiness, but it's not quite that strong. It's kind of just like some confusion in a way, but it's just like there's this sense of like you still, again, here we go, Queen of Pentacles. There's this sense of you still having an internal compass for this. That's what the Queen of Pentacles says. It's like very grounded. There's something that, again, to the earth, like I said, there's like a Earth's magnetism to this and to this card and to the Queen, which again just says like somehow you know what to do, even if on a mind level, even if outside of you it all seems kind of like it doesn't make sense, or it's chaotic, or it's just like all over the place. Like it's just, there's an energy here of you knowing what to do. And I feel like that's in reverse. Okay. Okay, Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's I kind of love this energy. It's just like, okay, so the Seven of Swords, this is coming out as both upright and reverse, because I feel like maybe the people outside of you, or maybe even to yourself, again, on this mind level, you may not know what's going on. You're like, what the heck is going on? And this card can speak to like illusion and deception. It can speak to I mean, a number of things of like moving forward, but still looking back, as you see this person looking back at those two swords. It can speak to that, but again, it's coming out in reverse here. I feel like it's just saying like, again, there's some sort of like deep inside in your body, in your soul, you know what to do and how to go and how to move and how to flow. And there's sort of like this intuition in a way that doesn't even reach necessarily the mind level. Again, outside of you, it may just feel like you're like, what the heck is going on? And inside though, you just like it's almost like you can't even quite explain, like with the seven, like with the sword specifically in reverse, which speak to communication and speak to thought and speak to word and writing and all that. It's almost like you can't quite communicate what you're feeling, or what, I don't even know if it's feeling, but like what you're going through necessarily, but you just have a direction you need to go in, just like the earthworm. It just knows where to go. There's not a mind level to this. Yeah, okay, so that's what's going really well for you. And I feel like that's actually like the crutch of your reading here, of just like following, of almost like spirit asking you to just follow this internal compass that you have. And again, it's coming from the body space. It's very strong here with the Queen of Pentacles, of like your body knows what to do. Your intuition knows what to do. You know what to do. If you're getting an urge to do it, just follow it. Like, don't think about it. There's some energy here with like rumination. Like, actually, we don't want you ruminating on it. Like, just kind of almost like be present and move. Is that making any sense? Because that's what's coming through. It's like the earthworm in the rain. Okay, what else do you have to say about this, Spirit? This is a little unexpected. I think it's probably unexpected to you as well. Like, you're just kind of like, there are things happening outside of me that I don't understand, and they're unexpected, and like, this is what's coming up. But for some reason, I know what to do here. I have an urge to move in this way. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm cutting the deck. We definitely have more here. Here's your card, the Chariot, literally. I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so delighted. I do not know why, but I'm delighted. Okay, so this is coming out, I feel like both ways. Is it reverse and upright? Okay, so first of all, it came out upright to say, this is your reading, Cancer. Okay, so if you were unclear at all, like this is your reading, so that's why it's coming out that way. Okay, it's also coming in reverse, because I don't think Spirit wants you to second guess the sort of urges to move. I don't think Spirit wants you to second guess that. Can we say more about this Chariot, Spirit? Because this is a loaded energy. I mean, the Chariot is like one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. So, and it speaks to that movement. That's what it's coming through really strongly, as movement in this reading. And I'm just getting the sense, okay. Hold on. I want to get a card for this, because I have a sense of what this is, but I want Spirit to, because I like seeing the cards, so I want some cards. So can we get a card or two here, Spirit? Oh, these two. Okay, those two? All right. So we have, hold on. Bring these into your view. Is this upright? It's in reverse. Okay. And the star. Okay, yeah, that's exactly it. Okay. Okay, so there's so much to say here. There's so much to say. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I want to ground this energy. Okay, so I feel like Spirit. So there's a coupling between, there's like a link between the Chariot in reverse and the Tower in reverse. I feel like with the star, Spirit is trying to tell you to keep moving towards your inner, again, this kind of represents, it can represent like a North Star, like an inner North Star. And so Spirit wants you to keep moving towards that, because you actually do know where to go. Like again, I'm going to keep repeating this, because Spirit is just being so adamant about this, but not on a mind level. Okay, it's not going to be on a mind level. This is going to be very intuitive. This is going to be very like your body knows what to do here. And so I feel like what has been happening, or depending on where you are in the timeline of coming through this energy, I'm seeing 2020 on the clock. So that might be an angel number for you. We may even look that up a bit later. So, okay, 2020 is coming through really strongly here. But it just feels like, I don't know if it was just like, you not wanting to move to almost like avoid a tower, or almost like a sense, there is a bit of fear here of like, if I moved in the wrong direction, it will lead to something worse, is what's coming through. But I think Spirit wants you to know that's actually like that's why the Tower in reverse is coming out to say like, no, this is only going to get better, actually. If you continue to follow your body. And there's a real strong like the word impulse keeps coming through. It's almost like you're going to have these strong impulses to do things, and you're not going to be able to explain why. But Spirit wants you to follow that with the star, wants you to follow where you're being guided. See the water? Yeah, okay. Wants you to follow where you're being guided to within your body. Because Spirit wants you to know, like, actually, I'm getting this energy of almost like there's going to be a hop over any sort of towers that you think are coming or that you would expect in this situation, or it's almost... This is so interesting. I feel like you're being given like the cheat codes over the next four weeks or something to like go around what you think are going to be towers, when actually Spirit's trying to tell you like, no, you following this inner guidance actually avoids towers. That if you had overthought this King of Swords upright and you moved with just your logical thinking, you would actually run into a tower. You would run into a tower. Spirit is actually trying to tell you, follow your body. By following your body, you actually avoid, you avoid the towers that would be coming otherwise. So Spirit actually, for whatever reason, again, this rainstorm feels regenerative for you. It feels generative. Okay, it feels like it actually, I'm seeing the water like splash on the ground, and like, you know how like when like a raindrop splash, it splashes out and kind of like kicks up a little bit with the kind of, you know, lesser water that comes out. Yeah, that's what it is. It's almost like there's almost a skip. It like lands on you, Cancer, and it kind of skips over this tower, and you fall right into the star, which is like healing and coming into, there's a sense of alignment here. But it's almost like you just come into your North Star, like you actually go closer to it. What do you want to say about, do you want to talk about that star, Spirit? Okay, they want to talk about this deck? Okay, so we're going to switch decks, but they want to talk about the star a little bit more. So bear with me here. I'm going to just move this a bit. Oh, I'm realizing this wasn't all in your view. So sorry. Okay. I'm going to move this up because we're going to talk about the star here. Okay. Yeah, you just straight up like skip over this tower. These towers. What? I love it. Okay, hold on. All right, can we talk about the star? What is this star? Queen of Cups. Yeah, okay, Queen of Cups. It's you again, following your intuition. This is you in your highest element. Queen of Cups. Like, this is you, again, internal, following inside where you're being guided. I am getting a sense of like a high priestess here. It's not quite on the deck yet or out on the spread yet, but it just, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. And is this the world upright? Okay, it's upright and reverse. Okay, so we're going to talk about it both ways. Anything else, Spirit? All right, one more card. They're telling me one more card before we get into talking about this. Okay. Wow, I really like this. This is super unexpected. I honestly think you're going to have some surprises, Cancer. I think there's going to be some unexpected things that happen for you over the next 4 weeks that you're just be like, I did not see that coming. Yeah, like Page of Swords. Like, I didn't see that coming. My mind can't even wrap my head around that this is happening kind of energy. That's exactly it. Okay, so here we go. Okay. So let's talk about kind of the cards at the top here, because that's the energy it's coming in. Is this in reverse? Okay, yeah, that's in reverse. Okay, so I feel like this time is teaching you something, and it is, because the world's coming through, and for some reason the world is coming through with like a lesson here. Okay, but I feel like this time is going to be teaching you how to, almost like the earthworm, because I believe, again, don't quote me on this, but I believe worms are blind, right? So it's the same, like that metaphor exists across this. it's just this energy of like moving forward without necessarily being able to see your way directly. Like the King of Swords is a planner. Okay. It's someone who plans, who has like literally, like, look at this. Do you see the kind of grids on this person's like outfit here? Yeah, it speaks to like, this almost looks like an Excel spreadsheet or something, where it's like, I have a plan and I have this all laid out. And like, again, Page of Swords in reverse here. Spirit does not want you, this is usually called the Watcher or the Thinker of Tarot. Okay, both of these cards are. And Spirit is trying to tell you, like, with both of them in reverse, we don't want you overthinking things. This is a lesson in not overthinking things and actually like coming out of the mind space and into the body, the intuition, like your soul drives into like, you already know where to go and what to do and to following it. So there's something you're like learning here. This feels like a really important skill. This feels like a lesson. That's why it's like this is a lesson plan. Like if life is a university and life is like a school, this is a lesson plan for you that you're going through over the next 4 weeks of learning how to follow your natural movements. Okay, that are aligned with the earth, that are aligned with the earth's magnetism, that are aligned with exactly where you need to go. Okay, there's a deep sense of intuition here. And so again, it's even deeper than even the High Priestess card, which is why I think it hasn't come out quite yet in the spread, is because it's deeper than that. It's like, it's not on a mystic level. There's nothing to deal with like actually like, magic and any of that sort of like outwardly forms of spirituality. This actually has to deal with you following the natural rhythms and movements of your body and where it's telling you to go. Okay. And that's what the Queen of Cups is coming in to say. It's like, it's kind of like, and again, I don't know much about crabs either, but I do know, again, there's another sense of like understanding exactly where to go with, again, it's just like some of these animals, they understand it. And Spirit wants you to drop into, I'm seeing almost I don't know if you see this, also seeing all of the kind of like animals on this card, but I think there's this like little dog right here that's tattooed on this person's on this person. Okay, and I think there's just this energy of almost like moving into, again, the natural rhythms of your body and the earth and the natural rhythm of where you're being guided. Because ultimately you know where to go, even if your mind doesn't, which I think there's a specific call out here that your mind won't. And that's a good thing. I feel like Spirit wants you to take the mind like offline this next 4 weeks in some way. Wants you to get out of the Excel spreadsheets and out of the plans and out of the 5-year plans and out of the, like, there's a real call for being present in this moment with your world and with what, your sense of it. Okay. And so that's how this is coming out this way, because I think the ways that you've been operating up to this point, again, this is where the lesson comes in, the life lesson is in this sword's energy. And I think that was creating extra burden for you. It was there. I'm almost like, I don't have a headache, but I'm starting to get like the beginning of a headache here. I can sense the headache that's there of like, if you had to think through this, like Spirit doesn't want you to think through this. Spirit wants you to move and to move with the purpose of your body, with the rhythm of your body. Okay. And the rhythm of your deep, deep sense of intuition that is connected in with the earth. Okay. So so that's it. So the world was coming out in reverse to say, that was the other part of this message. Oh, they're connecting. I see it. Okay. They're connecting this world in reverse with the Tower upright now. Okay. So the energy you were in prior to this sort of next 4 weeks, where you were heavily mental, heavily in this like planning, heavily in this strategizing, heavily in this sort of like, I'm going to sort of plan for or consider, ruminate on what's next for me. And that's the direction I'm going to take. Again, like I said, that leads you to a tower. So so Spirit really wants you to shift that over this next four weeks to get into following your own rhythm, because that will lead you to a tower. Okay, Spirit needs you to take this mind, this overthinking. There is a call here. I am hearing they want you to meditate, maybe do some yoga. There is, what else? Was there something else, Spirit? Yes, drink some tea. I'm hearing chamomile tea. Okay, hold on. What else? Dancing. Spirit wants you to dance. So I don't know if it's just like putting on a song that you love or enjoy and just dancing by yourself, but Spirit literally wants you to move with your body. This is actually not a metaphor. Okay, this is like not, yeah, on some level it is, but it actually is literal. Like Spirit's like, actually, no, we want you to like meditate, yoga, dance, you know, sip some tea, again, get into the rhythm of your body. Like that just is what coming through. So whatever that means to you, that phrase, if there's something that's coming up in your mind right now, like Spirit wants you to do that. Okay. Again, this should be like very, I keep getting this Aries energy, but like kind of like impulse. There, you'll have like these almost like, it's like a heartbeat. It's like a pulse. So Spirit wants you to follow the pulse of where you're being guided. Okay. The star. Follow your pulse, follow your impulse. Okay, great. And don't think about it. Like this is not a moment to think, because the cycle you're coming out of, the lesson you need to learn is like when you think or overthink things, that's when you end up in a tower. So the towers you've had up to this point of time, that has been a result of the thinking and overthinking. Spirit wants you to just get into the flow of things. Okay. And that's when, again, that 10 of Wands, I don't know if you see this, but on the other side of the 10 of Wands is this sort of like house or castle with the rainbow, and Spirit wants to get you there, but you've got to put down this overthinking, this ruminating, this like cyclic process. I am hearing, like, if you want to take this to your somatic therapist or your body worker, and like, again, there's a real call for like body work, somatic therapy, like that form. So if you were already considering it, then this is definitely your sign. But yeah, Spirit wants you to move into those angles, because that's actually what is going to carry you forward. And one of the biggest lessons that you're going to be learning over the next 4 weeks, for whatever reason, because I feel like you need to be in this energy for whatever comes next in your life. Do you want to say more about that, Spirit? Okay, yeah. Is this a deck? Okay. We're going to switch decks. I really like that. I like it a lot. Like a lot. This is nice. Okay, so we're going to roll this up for a second, because I want to give us a little more room to work here. So I'm just going to roll this up. Okay, hopefully you can still see our cards a little bit. Oh, I'm going to put that one there. We should have everything in view there. I'm just going to move this down a bit. So we have another place to work here, another card or two. Do you want me to cut it? All right. That first one? Oh my gosh! Get out! Okay. Holy shit! This is why I love tarot. Holy fuck. This is why I love it. Oh my God, we got the soil card, y'all. Like soil, stability, simplicity. This is exactly what I was talking about. Like this is exactly it. Okay, so Spirit really wants you to get out of the overthinking, out of the ruminating. Like anything that's for you is going to be simple. It is going to be simple. Like Spirit wants you to come into this more simple way of being, because that is the way we were meant to and supposed to exist. Okay, it is not meant to be all of this like extra complications. Let me plan out my life for the next 10 years and, you know, have the project management spreadsheet, and let me get on Tableau and look at the I don't know, freaking reports of this. Like, no, Spirit is trying to say, like, again, you see all the kind of piled up in the background here with the little smoke? Like, again, you've been overworking yourself to a very large extent. Spirit wants you to get back into the energy of just like kind of digging into the soil, like again, like the earthworm goes into the soil here, the plant growing here, right? It all connects. Like, again, we're on it. Like this is exactly it. Okay. So what Spirit is trying to do is to get you back into the energy of the simplicity of life. The simplicity of life. And this is how simple it's supposed to be. You have a body urge, a body movement, a body impulse, a pulse of your heartbeat. You follow it. That's where Spirit wants you to go. Spirit and within reason, right? Like Spirit wants you.
of what's doing good and what's you know, good for others. I'm not talking about anything that's like abusive or none of that, or you know, emotionally abusive or manipulative or lies or anything. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about the impulses that like feel true to you and true to your soul and are for your highest good and for others' highest good, that like you can follow, okay? And that type of rhythm, Spirit wants you out of this like overthinking about what's next, what comes next, what to do. Like there's a real call and need for simplicity and for presence. And that's what brings you into a deeper level of stability. It's like inner stability. Where is that Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles, inner stability. That's where Spirit really, really wants you. Okay? Spirit, do you have more to say on this? Okay, are we gonna go into an extended? Yeah, we're gonna go into an extended. But let's see what else. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, Four of Swords. Again, coming into this sort of like, how would I describe that? It's like, it's rest, it's inner peace, it's simple, it's stable, it's repeatable, it's, you know, it's like, I don't know, like the Four of Swords really speaks to like inner peace and rest. Like again, you see on this card, this like little beautiful baby wolf cub here is like, it looks like a wolf to me, but is like resting here. Yeah, like Spirit, like in the soil, sort of. This looks like soil again. We're just getting so much like earth energy here. But that's exactly it. That's where Spirit wants you, is to like come into this like inner peace and rest and just following the rhythms of your body. And there's something really joyous and something really like liberating about coming into this way of operating, and this way of just being. Operating is not even the word, because that's too mental. It's like just this way of being, you know? Okay, anything else, Spirit? One more card? All right, one more card. You want this one? Y'all, we got it. We got it. It's the moon. What was I talking about? I'm like, damn, I'm good. But yes, like, this is exactly it. Like, come back into your moon. Like Cancer, like you are the moon. Like come into alignment with your moon. The moon is the star. Like it's the same energy here. Like this is what's alignment for you, okay? This is your North Star. And like Spirit wants you to come back into the natural. Again, the moon also speaks to the body, because it's the feminine force, and the feminine is representative of the body, whereas the mind is the masculine. It is in our current state of the world, it is the patriarchy, okay? Because it's toxic masculinity, masculinity gone wonky, okay? So Spirit really wants you to come back into this energy here of the moon, of your body, of following your natural rhythms. Like I just cannot be clear here. And with all of the sort of like earthworm and the wolf cub and just this, the world, literally the world is coming through as the earth, and there's just so much need for you to get back to your like basics and back to the ground and back into your roots and into your soil and into like that real fertile place of yourself. Like this is you at your highest exalted state, exalted state of being that Spirit really, really wants you in. Okay, so don't overthink it. If there's one takeaway from this general, like don't overthink it, okay? All right, so we're gonna keep going with this message. Spirit still has more to say. I have no idea. I feel like this reading is kind of unfolding just like this energy. It's like there's no plan here. It's just like coming as it's coming with it, and I'm just following the literal pulse of it with the earth and in the earth with it. And so we're just gonna keep doing that into the extended and see what else Spirit has to say, because I feel like there's some other like I'm hearing like enlightening or insights coming through, like enlightening sort of themes or insights that are to come through in this extended. So, okay, thank you, Spirit. I guess. I don't know. I can't tell what that energy is going to be, but all right. So we're going to do that. If you want to know more about the extended, you can just check out the description box below. I'll have the description there. I'm also doing personal readings right now at a discount for the community with everything that's going on in the world at this moment. So if you'd like a reading for yourself, I do have a 45 to 60 minute
a reading that is on, again, at a discount right now for $95. If you'd like, I just released a new tier as well for a 20 to 25 minute reading. So if you can't afford for any reason or it's not accessible, the $95 one, totally fine. I have one available, I think it's for like $47 for the 20 to 25 minute reading. So if you want to check that out, feel free to take a look at my website. But Cancer, I'm just feeling a lot of like really good energy. This feels very like, if I could use the word indigenous, and probably as a Black African person, I can, African American person, I can say that, but it just feels like that. It's like getting back into like your roots in a way, or the ways your body was meant to like move, and how you were meant to like live life. That's definitely the energy here. So, all right, well, I'm wishing you a lot of luck and love over the next 4 weeks, and I want to thank Spirit for this message. We're going to keep going and see what else Spirit has to say, but if I don't see you there in the extended, I will see you at your next reading. All right, Cancer, have a great next month. Bye for now.